Hello guys and welcome to my channel Golden EY's MD Talks, where we discuss about some management aspects and how to apply these aspects in your day-to-day personal and professional life. My name is Rupinder Khurana and I'm the founder and CEO of www.golden-eys.com. And today's topic for the video is tips to improve employee growth and development inside the organization. So before we begin the video, please subscribe to this channel to receive updates about new aspects of professional management systems. So let us begin the video log. And the topic, I'll repeat, tips to improve employee growth and development inside the organization. See, every company has its own set of priorities to help to take it to the next level, and knowing which initiatives will make greatest impacts on the organizations. But what makes a business prosperous and truly differentiates the organization from the rest is not the product that it sells, but the service that it offers and the people working within the organization. And what people at the organization crave are more opportunities for the employee development. So, taking care of your employees doesn't simply mean offering fun and happy hours or praying for lunch once in a week or twice a week. See, we have to understand that each person or each employee, no matter their service level, no matter their designation or where he is working on his department, he or she is working, but every employee wants to feel genuinely cared for by the organization. Now, employee development is a very long-term initiative, but also leads to short-term benefits like increased loyalty, improved performance, and engagement by the employees. So let us see some of the ways where the companies can begin improving the employee development. So first point is offer professional trainings. When an employee joins into the organization, he's a raw hand. He does not know about the working pattern of the organization. So offer him or her a professional training. See, setting up your employees for success in their role starts with giving them complete tools and resources so they need to do the job well. This includes professional training, and this should be practiced from the first day the employee joins the organization. And now, next point is develop your managers into coaches. Coaches as in mentors. So, this is an important step that the companies can take for employee growth and development, for employee trainings. Part of becoming an effective coach is learning about your direct report and unique strength which drains them. One way to accomplish this is by asking the right questions at the right cadence. So companies have to develop their managers and initiate their managers and turn them into coach so that they can coach the employees and they can discuss with the employees and the employees can have a relationship with the manager that they are reporting to. This will contribute to build a more psychological safe environment for employees to be open and honest. Enhance cross departmental collaboration. See, a truly cohesive workforce that excels at cross departmental training can help bridge the gap between cultures. Every employee the, is given an opportunity to learn more about other parts of the business. Now, the companies can emphasize on soft skills within the organization. Soft skills are just as important for the success of the company, also for the growth of the employee. For instance, if you lack the communication skills, it doesn't matter whether the employee is accurate in accounting or accurate in any other XYZ skill. If he cannot collaborate with the people, if he or she cannot collaborate with other employees, it doesn't matter how skilled you are in what areas. So soft skills are very important. So companies need to give soft skill training to the employees. So without strong interpersonal skills and related capabilities, the organization is just a collection of separate individuals and it is not cohesive workforce as a whole. Now, another important point that the organization can do is provide flexible learning options, telling employees they need to engage in more learning and development activities within their workload often leaves them overwhelmed. So the companies can provide flexible learning options to the employees. Companies must respond by adopting on-demand and mobile solutions and make learning opportunities readily accessible for the employees. Emotional balance. This is one point that the companies overlook either due to workload. See, an employee goes through enough turmoil while working within the organization. Employee struggles with everything. So the companies need to provide emotional balance to the employees. This means our basic needs to be seen, heard, and acknowledged and validated. So emotional balance is also one point to be looked into while employee grooming and employee growth. Physical health. Encouraging your people to step away from desk when the workday is complete and allowing them to practice more self-care shows that you don't just depend on skills or other job description. So physical health is also one important point to be looked into while grooming an employee. Intellectual growth. Books and seminars, if the company provides to the employees, they just don't have to be about business. The companies can provide them education about personal finance or fostering healthy relationships with the co-workers as a whole. Now, create a balanced strategy. Improving employee growth and development doesn't once a done kind of a thing. It's not a one-off, right? So company can say that I have given a seminar once, so I don't need to give them again on employee grooming or employee balance strategy. It's not a one-off. It's not that something you can accomplish within a single meeting. Instead, the companies need to create a balanced strategy, and this strategy helps employee focus on personal development, emotional balance, intellectual growth, physical health, and professional development. So, companies need to create a balanced strategy for all-round development and grooming of the employees, and this has to be a regular feature which has to be adopted time on and on, again and again. Stress management. A critical skill that company can foster is stress management. The benefit of creating a less stressful work environment are universally beneficial to both employer and the employees. Right. So let's do a small exercise in very short sentences. So these are some points that the companies can adopt to lower the stress at the workplace. Set clear goals. Give very clear goals to the employees. Team members are very much comfortable with well-defined goals. Explained in one sentence, give them well-defined goals and tell them exactly what they have to do. Give them focus as to what they have to do. Now, second point is encourage movement and plan it into the workday. Now, when you have given them goal, give them a plan how to achieve the goal. Well said in one sentence. Now, third is teach stress relieving exercises. So you have given them a goal, you have given them a plan. Now, when they are working on the plan, the stress is bound to appear. Give them some stress relieving exercise, some stress relieving techniques. Give them a little bit time to do maybe yoga in office so that they are free from all the mental stress. Support your employee stress management, right? So the human resources department can play a part into it, giving them stress counseling, So support your employee in stress management. Offer flexible work environment. One of the greatest stress of the employees to face balancing family time and the work time. So if possible, the companies can give more flexible work environment to the employees. Now, when the employees are given tools to do the job and they are well trained and the stress management techniques are imparted again and again and again, so they become a loyal workforce of the organization, and then the employee becomes trained in the work that they are performing inside the organization, and they feel rather inspired and give out their best in doing the work. And the reputation of the company also goes from, so since the employees are working hard, they are achieving the goals. So in the same way, the reputation of the company goes leaps and bounds. The reputation carries forward. So this reflects in the reputation and burden of the company. So now, and so so this is all about the article. The text version of this article can be found in linkedin.com. The link of the text version of this article I shall be mentioning in the description box of this video. Thank you very much.